Coast Guard offloaded millions of dollars worth of cocaine in Port Everglades, Florida. Officials say it was more than 49,000 pounds. It was worth roughly $362 million. They also say this was a result of 15 separate interceptions by the Coast Guard troops. Ben, what will this mean in terms of how do you even calculate lives saved when you have those amounts of drugs being scooped up all the time, boats being stopped or blown up, or and then even just cartel members arrested quietly that a lot of times we don't even know about, and they're just gone, and they were importing untold amounts of drugs and humans, by the way, too.
Yeah, well, this is twofold. So this war that we're on with the cartels, and it is a war. They are a foreign enemy. They've been labeled, many of them, foreign enemy combatants. That's why we have the authority to blow up their boats out in the water. Thank God for President Trump and the Department of War for actually standing up for the American citizen. But this is also a problem within our inner cities where you have these policies for years now that have invited more drug use. They, rather than getting people off the streets, they've said, here's a needle. We'll help you put it in. This is, the reason we saw such a spike in overdose deaths was in part because of our own leftist woke policies that didn't prevent people from doing drugs, but in fact invited more in. And then on top of that, you had totally unregulated. You allowed cartels to basically do what they wanted in cities. They were mixing fentanyl with Xanax and every other drug. That's why they call the lost voices of fentanyl calls it poisonings. Not overdoses, because most of the people that have died from fentanyl overdose have died unknowingly taking fentanyl. And
right.
So this is going to have a huge impact. This entire mindset change from, just basically playing patty cake with these demons to actually going and blowing them up and stopping them before they come in and preventing them from mixing fentanyl in with other drugs is going to have a profound impact on millions of people across this country.
But Ben, just a quick clarification. 85,000 lives saved. That sounds low to me just because of how many lives were lost before. Do you have
Absolutely.
Yeah, do you have some concept if you had to guesstimate a range of lives saved?
Well, I don't. When we talked, I don't have a specific number, but you think about what we had last year, 100,000 lives lost, over 100,000 to fentanyl. So if we do drop 85,000, that's, you could say that's 85%, 80% decrease in deaths. So it's whatever the number is, it's more lives that have been saved, thousands of more lives that have been saved because of Trump's policies over the previous policies.
Yeah.